Hello students, in this short video lecture I am going to discuss some of the different types of solutions for a general first order partial differential equation. Now the first solution that we are going to discuss is a complete solution or a complete integral, or in short we are in the habit of calling it as CI. So what is CI, or complete integral of a first order partial differential equation? Now for this we consider a partial differential equation of this type, of the form 1, where 1 is any equation, any function of the variables x, y, u, p and q is equal to 0, the right hand side is 0, where x and y are independent variables, u is a variable which is dependent on x and y, so u is a dependent variable, p is the partial derivative of u with respect to x, and q is the first order partial derivative of u with respect to y. Since this is a first order partial differential equation, so it has to involve first order partial derivatives. So if you are given a first order partial differential equation of this type, which is a general first order partial differential equation, here we are considering the number of independent variables as 2, although in general in a partial differential equation the number of independent variables can be 2 or more than 2, but we are considering the simplest case when the number of independent variables is 2. So if you are given a partial differential equation of the type 1, now the question is, what is a complete solution or what is a complete integral of this partial differential equation 1? Now any relation of the type 2, this relation, any relation of the type 2, which means any function of the variables x, y, u, a, b, any function involving, here it is any function, you can write anything at this place, it should be any function of the variables x, y, u and a and b, where a and b are arbitrary constants. So any relation of the type 2 will be called a complete integral or a complete solution or a CI of the partial differential equation 1 if it satisfies the following condition. Now what is that condition? The condition is that when you differentiate this relation 2 partially with respect to x, you will get a certain relation. Let us say that relation is R1. And when you differentiate this relation 2 with respect to y partially, then you will get another relation. Let's say I call that relation as R2. So if you have three relations in hand with you, the three relations are relation number 2, which is the given relation, and the relation R1, which is obtained by differentiating 2 partially with respect to x, and the relation R2, which is obtained by differentiating 2 partially with respect to y. So if from these three relations, when you eliminate these arbitrary constants a and b, and after eliminating a and b, if you get back equation 1, then this relation 2 will be called a complete integral or a complete solution of the given partial differential equation 1. So that is the definition of a complete solution or a complete integral of a given partial differential equation 1, the most general form of a partial differential equation in two variables, independent variables x and y. Now this definition also gives you a method for calculating, method for showing that a relation is a complete integral of a given partial differential equation. So if you are given a partial differential equation of the form 1, and if in a question you are given a relation of the form 2, and if you are asked to show that 2 is a complete integral or a complete solution or CI of the relation 1, then what you have to do? There are three steps that you have to follow. First of all, the first step is that you will differentiate 2 partially with respect to x. You will get a relation. We'll call that relation as R1 or whatever you want to mark it as. Then the second step is that you will differentiate 2 partially with respect to y, and you will get another relation. You can call that as R2 or whatever you want to mark it as. So you will have three relations in hand with you. One relation will be relation 2, the other relation will be relation R1, the third relation will be relation R2. So in the last step, what you will do is you will just eliminate the arbitrary constants a and b, and if on eliminating a and b from the relation 2, the relation R1 and the relation R2, if you get back equation 1, then the given relation 2 is a complete integral or a complete solution of the partial differential equation 1. So that is the method for showing that a given relation is a complete integral of a given partial differential equation. Now coming to the another type of solution of a first order partial differential equation, which is called a particular integral or a particular solution, or PI in short, for a given partial differential equation. Now if you give in the complete integral, these arbitrary constants, these are arbitrary constants A and B, but if you give some particular values to A and B in the complete integral, if this is a complete integral of a given partial differential equation, and if you give some particular values to A and B, then the solution that you will obtain as a result of giving some particular values to A and B, the final solution would be called a particular solution or a particular integral. So this is this is another type of solution of a first order partial differential equation. And now let me take up a question which I was just discussing, which I just told you, a question which can be asked from the students, and that question is that you will be given a partial differential equation. This is a partial differential equation, xp plus yq plus pq is equal to u, and you can be given a relation u minus ax minus by minus ab is equal to 0, and you can be asked to show that this relation involving the arbitrary constants a and b, you have to show that this is a complete integral or a complete solution of the given partial differential equation. So again the same thing, you have to do the whatever I had told you earlier, and the steps are that you have to differentiate this given relation. I have marked this given relation, this relation as 1. You have to differentiate this relation 1 partially with respect to x, and when you differentiate it partially with respect to x, you have to keep one thing in mind, that x and y are independent variables. So if you differentiate y with respect to x or x with respect to y, both the partial derivatives will be 0. So when you differentiate 1 with respect to x, you will have del u by del x minus a, the derivative of x with respect to x is 1, minus b del y by del x, which eventually this term is 0, because I just told you that x and y are independent variables, so this derivative will come out to be 0, and the derivative of this term with respect to x will also be 0, because minus ab is a constant and the right hand side is already 0. So this is what you have as a result, and del y by del x is 0, so this term will also vanish. And finally del u by del x, which is the first order partial derivative of u with respect to x, we are in the habit of denoting this by p. So p minus a is equal to 0 is the relation that you get, and from here you get the value of a as p. So this is this relation we have marked as 2. The second step is that you have to differentiate this relation 1, the given relation 1, partially with respect to y. So I am differentiating it partially with respect to y. So when you differentiate it partially with respect to y, you can just see that here again the same thing, del u by del y minus b minus a del x by del y, you are differentiating this relation partially with respect to y, and the derivative of y with respect to y is 1, the derivative of x with respect to y del x by del y is 0, and the derivative of this term with respect to y is 0. So finally you will have, and del u by del y we are in the habit of denoting it by q, so q minus b is equal to 0, and b comes out to be q from here. So this relation we have marked as 3. So there are 3 relations we have in hand, 1, 2 and 3, and using 1, 2 and 3 you have to eliminate the arbitrary constants a and b. So you can put the value of a and b from 2 and 3 in 1 over here, and when you put the value, this is the relation that you have. This is the relation that you have, and this is just the required, this is just the given differential equation, partial differential equation. So since we, after eliminating the arbitrary constants a and b, we are getting back the given partial differential equation, this means that the given relation, which is this, is a solution of the given partial differential equation. So that was precisely the definition of a complete integral or a complete solution. Now coming to a similar question, now in this particular question which we have just discussed, there are 2 arbitrary constants a and b, but it is not always necessary that the given relation will always have 2 arbitrary constants. The number of arbitrary constants can be 1 also, as in this particular question. This is a relation which is given to you, x square plus y square is equal to u minus c whole square tan square alpha. Here c is an arbitrary constant, and alpha is all fixed. In this particular question it is fixed, so it is not arbitrary. So c is the arbitrary constant, which means there is only one arbitrary constant in this relation, and you have to show that this particular relation is a complete solution or a complete integral of the given first order partial differential equation. Again the steps remain the same. you are given the relation. This is the relation. I'm marking this relation as 1. You have to differentiate. The first step, you have to differentiate 1 with respect to x partially. We are differentiating 1 with respect to x partially. Again, you have to keep that in mind, that del y by del x or del x by del y, both the partial derivatives will be 0, because x and y are independent variables. They are independent of each other, so the partial derivatives will be 0. Also, here 2x, if you are differentiating with respect to x partially, here it will be 2x plus 2y. This step was actually not required, but you can just follow the chain rule. 2y del y by del x is equal to 0. This will go off, and this will be 2u minus c, because u is also a function of x and y. So chain rule we are applying when you are differentiating partially with respect to x. So 2u minus c. And into del u by del x. So derivative of this term, which is 2u minus c, into the derivative of u, partial derivative of u with respect to x. So del u by del x, and tan square alpha is a constant, it will remain as it is. This term goes off because del y by del x is 0, and 2 gets cancelled off from both the terms, and del u by del x we are in the habit of denoting this by p. So finally the value of x comes out to be this, which we have marked as 2. In the same way, you have to differentiate 1 partially with respect to y, and when you differentiate partially with respect to y, you will get this relation, which is 3. So there are 3 relations in hand that you have. Relation 1, which was given in the question, relation 2, which you have obtained by differentiating 1 partially with respect to x, and relation 3, which you have by differentiating 1 partially with respect to y. Now from these 3 relations, you have to eliminate the arbitrary constant c. So what I have done is I have just found out the value of u minus c from 2. So u minus c from 2 and u minus c from 3, and equated both the values. So when you find out the value of u minus c from 2, this is the value that you have, x by p tan square alpha, and this value y by q tan square alpha is the value of u minus c from 3, and these two are equal, and from here tan square alpha gets cancelled out, and finally after cross multiplying, this is the relation that you get, yp minus xq is equal to 0, which is you can see that this is the given first order partial differential equation. So after following the steps and after eliminating the arbitrary constant c, we just see that we get back the given first order partial differential equation, which means that the given relation is a complete integral or a complete solution of the given first order partial differential equation. So this is how you show that a given relation is a complete integral or a complete solution of the given partial differential equation. Now coming to another type of solution, which is the general solution or the general integral, or GI in short, of a first order partial differential equation. So if you are given a first order partial differential equation, the general first order partial differential equation, and if you have a relation of this type, f phi psi is equal to 0, where phi and psi are two unknown functions, and f, small f, is an arbitrary function of two unknown functions, phi and psi, then this particular relation, which we have marked as 3, is called a general solution or a general integral of a given first order partial differential equation of this type, fxy u pq is equal to 0, if this particular relation satisfies the given partial differential equation. So a solution, because it is a solution, it has to satisfy the given partial differential equation, but the characteristic of general solution is that a general solution is always of this form, and that is, it is some function, some arbitrary function of two unknown functions, and those unknown functions can be denoted as anything. Here I am writing phi and psi, you can write anything. Now the only thing you have to remember is that the unknown functions which you are denoting them as phi and psi or anything, these unknown functions are functions of the variables, the independent variables x and y, and the dependent variable u. So these were some of the solutions of a given first order general partial differential equation in two independent variables x and y. There is another solution called singular solution, which of course we are not discussing here. So for a general first order partial differential equation, the three solutions that we have discussed here are the complete solution or the complete integral, the particular solution or the particular integral, and the general solution or the general integral.